Don't tell me it didn't happen. I saw it happen. I was there. That was my Nero impression from Star Trek. Y'all seen it. Anyway, welcome back, y'all. Hey, y'all. This is going to be a doozy of an episode. Wait. I just said the word doozy. This show is getting to me, but we'll be back. Hey y'all, welcome back. Another exciting episode of Pop Culture Showdown. You know me, the host, Pretty Tone with the most. I just stole the Beetlejuice jump. To my right, we got our friend Simon. To my left, we got our friend Eric.
What's up, y'all?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a doozy of a show today. Yes, I said it again. But we're going to talk about a few things, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go back to the old school of things, and we talk about the big Duke-a-roo. We're going to save that for the end, but in the meantime, we're going to talk about the effects of pop culture and, you know, its influence on people outside of the culture. And should it be at blame for, like, the madness that goes on in some of the areas in the world? That's one thing we're going to talk about. We also going to talk about, you know, movie lore that just was so attractive during the trailer, just made you dive right in. And then we want to talk about some comic book characters that should have their own movie. And you know,
there's a lot.
There are a lot.
Definitely.
I mean, there are a lot. We're going to touch on all that. But, you know, let's dive right into it. Like recently we've seen a lot of, I mean, this year alone, there's been a lot of, you know, hip hop artists that have died.
Or passed away, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, whether it be from gun violence, shootings, stabbings,
drug overdoses.
Be self-inflicted, yeah.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think it's because of the music, or do you think it's more so because of that person just has something wrong with them?
It's a lot of things. Like, there's outside influences from, like you said, people, like, just because that culture, the hip-hop culture in general, it's just, you know, a lot of, you know, guns, drugs, women, like all the vices, you know. And it's like we all, on surface level, a lot of us don't take like all that to heart. Like we be like, okay, this is a cool jam, you know, we can dance to it with our friends in a club, we can work out to this music or whatever, but we're not actually in the streets in that life. We're not going out and thinking this is real. But there are a large segment of people who this is like every day for them.
Would that be an example of like when keeping it real goes wrong?
And it's real.
At the end of the day, people do keep it real in their music to such a degree where, you know, art imitates life or vice versa. And next thing you know, people think that because you said something about a gun in your raps that you got a gun on you at this moment. And now you want to go shoot somebody or now you want to go kill somebody. And I'm always telling people, like, you know, protect yourself, protect your house and all that, but you happen to be carrying a gun and you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
What you're really doing is inviting madness to you, you know what I mean?
Right, attracting it, yeah, because I feel like hip-hop music, it does kind of glorify that lifestyle of, you know, gang violence, gun violence. They make you believe that, you know, using drugs is cool. So, and I feel like it can have an effect on our generation. They can listen to, especially if it's like a really well-known rapper. If that person's a heavy fan, they can take a lot of what that artist says to heart.
That's the same thing they say about video games. Like they always talk about, oh, these video games too violent. They're too violent. They're too violent. For one, don't buy them for your kids. You can monitor what your kids are doing on these games. Like, it's just. Yeah. People want to point the finger when something goes wrong.
It's your fault.
Exactly. You're looking for somebody to blame it on. Not saying that maybe there's just something wrong with this person.
You crazy, deranged.
Yeah, because people know like right from wrong. Like they know taking drugs is wrong. They know gun violence is wrong. So I'm not saying like it's completely like the artist's fault, because at the end of the day, you know, gun violence isn't right. Drugs and things of that nature.
Because anytime there's like a mass shooting, they be like, oh, well, these video games are violent, and these movies and TV shows are desensitizing us and everything like that. I mean, like,
but you never hear them blame a violence on really the movies for real.
No!
Jesus, you were gonna kill that guy.
Of course, I'm a Terminator.
You just can't go around killing people.
Why?
What do you mean why? 'Cause you can't.
Why?
Like, you know, I forgot who said it before, but you never seen a bunch of kids dress up like Arnold Schwarzenegger and go shoot up a mall, like the Terminator. You never seen that. But then you might hear a rapper say something like that, and somehow in that same area or environment, some violence will happen, and all of a sudden, oh, it's the rap music. How about there was just something wrong with that dude?
Yeah.
You know, that, because I mean, at the end of the day, rap music or not, you still gotta go buy a gun.
That's Italian. You can go pump or auto.
The 45 long slide with laser sighting.
You just touch the trigger, the beam comes on, and you put the red dot where you want the bullet to go.
The Uzi 9mm.
You know your weapons, buddy. Closed early today. There's a 15-day wait on the handguns, but the rifles you can take right now. You can't do that.
It's like you have to buy this stuff. So if you're like, you know, it's a lot to it. I hate when they try to blame it on rap music. It's just not rap music.
No, I hate when they do that too when it comes to like movies and video games and stuff, because it's like you make excuses for the person, like, you know what I'm saying, and then that kind of it trickles down to the next person there's an excuse, and the next person there's an excuse, the next person, the next person.
But you know, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna come back. We're gonna wrap that up. We're gonna come back after this quick break.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And we back off a not so gloomy note, you know what I mean? We want to talk about something else. That topic was interesting, fellas, but we want to move on to something more, you know, enlightening. Like, just imagine if Chris Rock and Cat Williams just had a slapboxing fight.
A slapboxing fight. Something tells me, at least the way Cat Williams be talking, I think Cat Williams will probably.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too.
But
he looks a little scrappy. You know, I ain't gonna front. I seen Cat Williams on stage one day and he attacked somebody in Beanie Siegel's crew. they mashed him up, but he jumped out there like, you know. But you know, I don't know. Chris Rock, he did play Pookie. He did.
Gotta be owing you. I was prom queen of King High School. This is beneath me.
That used to be the prom queen, now you ain't nothing but the prom fiend. Look at you now, look at you.
Take it back to his, you know, New Jack days.
I mean, I don't think Chris Rock is really about it like how Cat Williams is. I feel like Cat Williams is more willing to fight than Chris Rock was.
But that has nothing to do with their slapboxing
I'm about
skills.
to say, you see in Atlanta when he was on Atlanta playing his uncle, and he was like, "That's the alligator man. He should get his alligator." he said, and the police was like, "We'll shoot your alligator." He said, "Go ahead, I want to see it."
Who said that?
That's what Cat Williams did. Yeah, Cat Williams was in that show. That show was hilarious.
I never seen this Atlanta show. I need to watch
that show is
one
hilarious.
day.
It's on this last season right now. I highly recommend it. It's very
I'm
good.
gonna check it out, man, because I was faking on Snowfall too, and I finally watched it. I can't get enough of it. You know, but that would be an interesting fight. But, you know, moving right along, I do want to know, when you guys watch, you know, like a movie trailer, right, it's coming out, and you see how, you know, interesting it is, what impact did the trailer have on you going to see it?
Like, a good, I guess what you're asking, like, what makes a good trailer, like, make me want to, oh yeah, I want to go see that.
No, I mean, like, that's obvious if you go see a movie based on a trailer, but, like, when I went to see Star Wars, right? Not the old ones, because I never saw trailers for those, but like the newer ones, I'm like, man, these trailers are dope. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But then the music dragged me into the movie, like the new ones, like the way the trailers looked. I'm like, man, I gotta go see them. Even though I was heavily disappointed when I finally saw them, but the trailers just had me in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like one trailer that kind of made me feel that way recently was the trailer for the Marvel movie, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, because it just, even though I feel like the movie was slightly disappointing. It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit his mark.
Yeah, I feel like in the trailer, it made you feel like there truly is going to be madness in this movie. There's going to be a lot going on. And I feel like the music selection, I really like the music selection as well in the trailer. It really just
strange trailers do be having.
Yeah,
some
they be having really good music.
You know,
so
music tracks.
Yeah, so when I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, I definitely got to see this. But unfortunately, when I did see it, it definitely left me wanting more.
It did, because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I used to play back the first Doctor Strange movie. I used to play the movie trailer soundtrack, like, at the gym all the time. I'd work out to it. It usually pumped me up. I mean, I never went outside and thought I could do magic all of a sudden, so it didn't have that big of an influence on me.
I think, well, the movie hasn't come out yet, but obviously the Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Oh yeah, with the Kendrick in the background.
Yeah, the first one. I like the first one where it was like, you know, we gonna be all right.
Yeah.
And then they got the Queen, Angela Bassett. She's going into her speech, her like.
The Queen of Angela Bassett.
Yeah. Angela Bassett.
From Stella Got a Groove back, Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
I ain't never know that.
Yeah, well, she never lost a group.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, how old? She's got to be like 90 right now.
No,
she's like 60, I think, early 60s.
Oh man, she definitely used that good lotion. Something going on with water or something. She got that high quality H2O in her life.
That Wakanda, man.
That's Wakanda water.
But yeah, you could just feel the emotion in that trailer just because of the, obviously the passing of Chadwick Boseman. It's like, you can feel the performance. Like, you know it's going to be between Namor coming, and then you got the United Nations, like America, kind of like turning their eye to Wakanda, like, eh. And it's like, you can feel like their back is like against the wall. Like, they have nothing left almost. And then, like, you wonder what's going to happen. So.
But do you feel like they're kind of giving away too much in the trailer? Because it seems
not
like
in that first one.
Yeah, but
the more recent ones.
Yeah, because it seems like every other day I'm seeing like different like clips and featurettes from the movie, and I'm like, Marvel, like, relax, like leave something up to the unknown, like, so.
Because the very first trailer, they didn't show anybody in the suit. They barely showed anybody. In the more recent ones, they showed Shuri in her Panther suit. They showing M'Baku giving dialogue, and they showing Namor giving like more background what he's about to do, and like, I'm like, bro, calm down.
They did do that. I kind of feel like Namor ain't even coming with the beef. He came try to save his people type of situation.
Yeah.
Like, I feel you now, but it's like, I don't want to have a whole idea. I want to go in there not knowing what's about to happen.
Right, exactly.
You know, and now they got it so it's up. Man, I got the story all figured out. I don't even got to go see that joint.
Exactly. I'm going to still see it, though. Don't get me wrong.
You're going to still spend that $25.
Yeah, for sure.
The Batman trailer for the most recent one that came out.
Oh, yeah.
With the dude from...
Rob Pattinson.
Yeah.
That's the dude from Twilight?
Twilight, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I did finally see it on the plane one day, and the plane trip was supposed to be long, but the movie is longer, so it didn't even seem like I was on the plane. I was enjoying that movie. I
feel like that trailer gave away just enough, but it didn't, like, going back and watch the trailer, I couldn't tell what the movie was about. I mean, obviously, Riddler's there, so there's already a little form of mystery.
But see, that's what I mean. That's my point, because that trailer didn't make me dive into the world of Batman at all. Like, I didn't want to see it. I thought it was gonna be whack. You know what I mean? I finally got to see it, and I was disappointed that I didn't go see it in the theater. Because it was a good movie, but the trailer, it didn't drag me in there. But that Wakanda trailer drags you in that joint. Star Wars drags you in that joint. It's like you just get snatched up. I like a trailer to snatch you up. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think Star Wars, they kind of got a cheat code because they've already got that established history. And once you hear the familiar music and you see, oh, Vader, oh, Luke Skywalker, oh,
Obi-Wan.
How about the little cartoon? What's it called? The cartoon that we talked about on the previous show?
Star Wars Clone Wars?
Nah, it was like a little series they just came out.
Tales of the Jedi?
Those trailers, you see that trailer?
Yeah, I did.
That dragged me in the story. I was like, oh my God, I got to see this. You know what I mean? But, I just don't want to get Disney that money. Why? Catch that joint.
That joint was good.
It definitely is good. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come back around to that. In the meantime, you know what time it is. Commercial break.
Children are spending more time at home. Teachers, parents, neighbors, and friends, it's up to you to keep them safe. Now more than ever, it's important to stay connected. By phone, video chat, and social media. If you have concerns or see changes in a child, be there for them. Ask questions. Seek help. Report suspected child abuse or neglect.
The remote doesn't work. It's unbelievable. It's an invisible remote. My nephew gave it to me the other day. He said it works.
You need that click remote from that old Adam Sandler movie.
That was a pretty decent movie. It was kind of, Adam Sandler, whatever happened to him, but he was pretty funny in his heyday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Click was cool.
Yeah. But, you know, moving right along, we're going to go into our next topic of discussion. And y'all been waiting on this, I know, because we talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
What comic book character that didn't get a movie deserves its own movie?
Well, off the top of my head, I would love to see Lobo on the big screen because, to me, I feel like he's like one of the cooler DC characters to me. He's a bounty hunter. He's, you know, huge, got the muscles, the dreads, the cigar. Like, I feel like if it's done right, I feel like that could definitely be a good movie.
He snatched up my Lobo.
Should he
my
get,
man.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, my mind.
Should he really get his own movie, or should he be like the next feature villain in like? Because he's a Superman villain, so I feel like he should be like.
I'm with him on this, man. He should have his own movie, man. Like, for real, think about his lifestyle. I mean, he's a bounty hunter in space.
I'd say his own movie after he appears in a Superman movie. Because it's like nobody really knows who Lobo is unless you're like a DC fan. Like
but if he's in a Superman movie, right?
Yeah.
Chances are he's going to shoot the one with Superman. Superman's going to somehow get the upper hand, beat him up, and it's going to make him look weak. I just want to see Lobo.
I mean, it's no shame in losing to Superman.
What you mean? Darkseid don't be losing Superman. He smacks him up. You know what I mean? When what's my man's name? He all ugly. He look funny.
Who?
The one who be killing Superman all the time.
Lex? Oh, you mean Bizarro?
Nah, what's that dude?
Doomsday?
Doomsday.
Oh, yeah. Doomsday.
You know what I mean? I would love to see Doomsday and Lobo fight. That would be dope.
Doomsday would destroy him.
Yeah, I think Doomsday would mop him. he would mop the floor with him.
He ain't gonna be playing no games with him. He like, Lobo.
Them guns ain't gonna do nothing.
Somebody else who I think should get his own movie, and I've said this many times, I'll stand by the statement, Static Shock.
I thought they were making one.
They are, but we ain't seen nothing about it. We don't know who. I heard Michael B. Jordan's working on one, or suspected like working on a script for one, but in my opinion, Static Shock should be the top tier, like, you know, he's like our Spider-Man, like, you know, that one like young character that, you know, people can relate to. Like he's grown up learning how to be a superhero and go to school and coming of age.
I gotta look at this Static Shock guy you guys keep talking about.
Because he's been around longer than Miles Morales. And Miles Morales, cool, I like all that, but I'm sorry, sometimes when I look at him, I just be like, I like Peter Parker better. Like, he's not original to me. I mean, Static Shock, there's nobody else like him. He's his own character. He's not riding the back off another like name. So I mean, I think he should get his own show.
I get it. We're gonna root for Static Shock.
Like, I guess.
And what about Gambit though? Gambit from X-Men, you know what I'm saying? But not with X-Men, just Gambit, you know what I'm saying? Straight Cajun, gambles a lot.
Yes, he's probably one of my favorite X-Men.
Blows people up, carries a stick around somehow, you know.
I mean, I did read recently that one was in the works, but it kind of fell apart.
Oh,
I think Channing Tatum was supposed to play
ever
him.
since the X-Men Origins, the Wolverine one, they were actually planning to do a lot of those movies, but Gambit was one of the ones they were really close to doing, and it was Channing Tatum, who they were trying to get to play Gambit in like his own movie, but it just fell apart year after year after year after year.
But what made it fall apart? They never said, or
I don't know, script, directors, just, you know, the different, you know.
I think Channing Tatum would have been a good Gambit though. Like, I don't really like that guy, but I do like some of his work. You know
I don't know. Could he do like a Cajun accent?
Yeah, the dude's a pretty decent actor. I mean, you know, when I look at some of his work, I'm not really disappointed in any of his work. I just don't like his like, you know, romantic comedy joints. Like, I don't really like romantic comedies. I'm not that kind of guy.
Because if they do a Gambit one, I want him to be speaking, you know, Cajun. He need to be speaking some French too, okay? And he need to be smooth, suave. And we need to throw Rogue in there too.
I never really was a fan of Rogue, man. She just blows me. Like, you know?
See, the more recent movies, she's not Rogue. Like, her shy, timid, I don't want to touch anybody. Like, no, Rogue is like, She like a southern, like she got a southern accent. She's
the epitome of, you know what I'm saying? Strap up.
Yeah, she be wanting to fight all the time. She be like, all right, we be about to fight. She be like, hey, Wolverine, come over here. Get Wolverine powers real quick, and then go fight. And then go fight with that.
So she was more bold in like the comics instead of the movies. Okay, because in the movies she's like very shy. So I thought she might have been like that in the comic books, but.
Yeah, you're right. The new role they be having in the first X-Men, she blows me.
Yeah,
they throw her out for
the
training.
chick from True Blood, I forgot her name.
That was my show too. True Blood was dope, but that's a side note. We'll talk about that on another episode. But I don't know, man. Maybe I think my favorite comic book. It doesn't have to be DC or Marvel, but I think that Dragon Ball needs its own.
Dragon Ball?
Real life movie. Not the fluke one that they made. That doesn't count. We need to strike that from
I'm about to say,
books.
we done had Evolution, and that was, oh my
God.
God.
See, but that wasn't a Dragon Ball movie. That was like that must have been like fan fiction made or something. I don't know. But like, they could take the Namek Saga with Frieza, Vegeta. That was like the most epic joint. The Ginyu Force. That whole joint. You know what I'm saying? We could just
have them up there posing.
Yeah, tell me that wasn't like the best part of Dragon Ball though. Like, the poses, like, you know what I mean? The Ginyu when they come through. Because think about it, you got this elite force, they work for Frieza. They gonna come through and beat you up, but before they do, they gonna pose on you like, yeah.
I think the hard thing about anime is, since it is animated, and the worlds are so very unique, especially Dragon Ball, like there's something that can be done, like I know they did Cowboy Bebop, even though it was terrible in my opinion, but.
No, I know you're not about to say anything about that. They made Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
they could do anything with TV nowadays. You could put Raccoon. Look, imagine the Raccoon Boom. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like in the realm of like, think of like how would they make Frieza look? Just straight CGI, like the hair, like just the hair alone would look
Frieza don't
goofy.
got no hair?
No, I'm talking about like Super Saiyan hair would look goofy, and like I mean, just look at the ones they had in Evolution, like.
But see, it's extreme in that. But dog, look at Christopher Walken's hair in most of his movies. You think about him, he could be Vegeta. Imagine Vegeta talking about him like, I can't even make a Christopher Walken voice. I'm not even gonna try, but
I don't know. It definitely would be a challenge, like to get something like that. Just somebody to have them translate that world into like live action.
Who would they
and make
play?
it
Who would play
believable.
Goku to you?
I don't know, but I mean, honestly, a lot of the
Van
hardcore.
Damme?
And no,
absolutely not.
Yeah, he could play Master Roshi. That's who he could play.
Master Roshi?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. It'd be funny if they had Chuck Norris play Goku.
That's another thing too. A lot of what the anime adaptations, a lot of people want the actors to be Japanese or Asian born, just to stay true to the material.
You can't say they're Asian. They're from a whole other planet. But we're gonna get back on that and we get back. In the meantime, we'll be right back.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut, the one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink, or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking, now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed, better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead, catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
It has begun.
You gotta get the.
Who does it? Shang Tsung?
Yeah, Shang Tsung.
It has been. Is he the one that says that? No.
Yeah,
I think so.
Oh man, okay.
Says that your soul is mine and.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah.
My girlfriend said that to me the other day. That was crazy. Like, your soul is mine. I'm gonna tell you what the situation was.
You're wild. Anyway.
Anyway,
who we got matching up today?
Today, man, the battles are beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? First on the list, you'll never guess. Who you think is first on the list?
I don't know, maybe Green Lantern versus like.
Wrong.
I didn't even bring up that.
Can't even bring it up. We do have somebody who's one of your favorite guys. We got Black Adam.
Yeah. Okay.
Versus Superman.
Ooh.
And we're not just talking about Superman though. We talking about like, grimy Superman. You know when Lois Lane got killed.
And talking about evil Superman who's ready to kill people. Superman.
Yeah, that's Superman. Like, I want to see because Black Adam ready to kill people, so we can't have him with nice guy Superman.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, but that's only like one version of Superman.
That's the version I want to see. Like Superman, bout it, Superman. Because think about Superman should be bout it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm Superman. I'm about to knock your head clean off, like off top. I don't got no rap for you, no conversation. But in that fight, who you think will win?
Superman.
I think Black Adam will probably win that one.
You think
Black
Shazam?
Adam will win?
Huh?
I don't think the Shazam gonna work on Superman.
Right, because I don't think Superman would get Black Adam to be able to say Shazam, but
You can be like, shoot.
right.
Got Shazam inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, you know, Superman's weakness is kryptonite, so I imagine Black Adam would find some way to get some sort of kryptonite, like, and make like a spear out of it or something, like make like a spear.
So like
out of
Batman in Batman vs Superman, he gonna steal some kryptonite and then weaponize it, make bombs, spears, guns.
I would just put it on my hand and right around my neck. Any of my vital points where if you touch any of these vitals, it's gonna kill you anyway, Superman. But does it kill Superman instantly? That's the thing.
No, it's just a slow drain. If anything, it just drains him of his powers and makes him like no more after a certain point.
Yeah, kryptonite though. And plus, if I was Superman, I'd have hired a team. I'd be like, look, find all this kryptonite and destroy it, or I'm gonna kill your family.
My thing is, that's one thing people always pull out the kryptonite card, and then be like, how much of this kryptonite is out there? Because mind you, Krypton was a whole nother planet in a whole nother galaxy, and it blew up. Kryptonite is pieces of the planet. How does all this kryptonite end the Earth?
Oh, that's what kryptonite is?
Yes.
So if it's on the planet,
it's supposedly extremely rare.
But so it was on the man. We can't. That's a whole other topic, man. Let's get to our next fight. Superman wins that one, right? But look, how about this joint though? Y'all gonna love this fight. Y'all gonna love this fight. How about Pootie Tang?
Man is prepared to take our country.
Yeah, Pootie Tang. Salate with the belt versus Show Nuff.
Bring Show Nuff back again.
Bring Show Nuff. He gets a run back. Show Nuff is that dude to me. Who's the master? Gets the Converse. And he had the original glow.
This gonna be the battle of the one-liners then, huh? Yeah. So he gonna show up. Who's the master? He be like, Sarate.
Catches bullets with his teeth.
Catches bullets with his teeth.
You know how he showing up like to fight like this, right? He gonna be.
That would be funny. That would be hilarious. But you know, I think Pootie Tang might come with the victory because Pootie Tang only had one weakness, yeah.
What?
You know what the one weakness is.
I got you.
You know what the one weakness Pootie Tang was.
Yeah, he gonna get you. I just said that.
They might annoy me to death. No, but let me ask y'all this though. We're gonna take it to more of a realistic fight. This fight should be funny. We probably would have seen this fight in its heyday if it would have came to fruition.
Yeah.
But we got like early stage Barkley, Sir Charles, right?
Sir Charles, round mound of rebound.
Round mound of rebound?
Yeah, this is one of his nicknames.
Versus Ron Artest. Before he was Meta World Peace, we talking about Artest, you know what I'm saying? Crazy.
What was the name of that joint? With the fight, the big fight?
Malice at the Palace.
Malice at the Palace, Ron Artest.
Who was he fighting again?
Everybody,
He jumped in the stands and punched the fan.
Yeah, like we talking about that Ron Artest versus the mound with the rebound, whatever what you call them.
Round mound of rebound.
He be like, let me tell you something. I would be let me tell you something.
I know Ron Artest. I mean, Barkley ain't no little guy, but Ron Artest ain't no little dude either, man. Ron, and then plus Ron got that like short bus look. You know what I'm saying? He got that.
Sure.
He did, man. Like Ron probably give you the business.
You know, we should do like a whole battle royale. We have Ron Artest, Charles Barkley. We'll throw Draymond in there. We'll throw Ben Wallace in there.
Nah, Ben Wallace wasn't really about it like that.
I don't think Draymond about it either, really.
You don't think Draymond about it?
Man, I think he's what they call it, a fake tough guy. I don't think he's really about it. Draymond Green, I don't think he's really about it.
All right, what about my man, the big ticket?
Oh, KG.
Yeah, KG.
I think he a fake tough guy.
Yeah,
too,
I think so. Yeah, I think so too.
He just looks scary. He one of them look scary dudes. But you know, I wouldn't want to see him hand to hand. But, you know,
Yeah,
we gotta get an old dude. We gotta get like
he got like.
Yeah.
We gotta get like half the whole Bad Boys Pistons in there.
Nah, see, but they'll mob everybody though. Like that, you know what I'm saying? They had
that whole squad was
Big
about
Bill
it.
Laimbeer, all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Zed Thomas was about everybody on that team was about it. They used to give Jordan no respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was crazy how they used to treat him. But I think if it was just Ron Artest and Charles Barkley, you know what I'm saying, duking it out, I gotta get it to Charles, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got Ron Artest in that.
Think about it. Charles put his knuckles on Shaq though. He put the paws on Shaq one day.
He do nothing to me.
I mean, he wasn't really.
He scoop slammed Shaq 2-piece.
I mean, yeah, but they didn't actually fight though. Like they didn't actually throw hands. He just picked him up and got him on the ground. That's not really a fight.
I mean, that's all he did. Let me get you on the ground. The stomp game was in full effect. Here, take these 12s. Yeah, well, you know, it's gonna be an undisputed battle. I'm glad you watched. It's gonna be a next show that's gonna be even better than this show. At least they say. So stay tuned. In the meantime,